The men's 4x400 meters relay final with South Africa going in lane 9. Isaacs, Conradi, Dekali and Lungwani. European champions Belgium next out. No Kevin Bourlet tonight, but Dylan and Jonathan amongst their quartet, along with the World Under-20 champion Jonathan Sakor on the anchor. They've just seen the long streak of success in the 4x4 end. What will the American men do here? Strother, Curley, Cherry and Dedawa. Stand by for a cheer now. Qualified in some style, Walsh, Sato, Kitadini and Wakabayashi, the double medalist at the Asian Games. The dangerous Jamaicans. Demish Gay came third with the Jamaicans in 2017. Bloomfield, McDonald and Allen joining them. The world champions, Trinidad and Tobago. And the talented Michael Cedeno will be on the anchor leg for them. Here are the Australians. Alex Beck, Tyler Gunn, Murray Goodwin, Stephen Solomon. Did they have that one all planned?
I just love that Alex Beck got very excited at that coming out then.
And here come the experienced British quartet. Oh yes.
Yep.
They've thought about that, and Rabah Youssef, Dwayne Cowan, Martin Rooney and Cameron Chalmers. Chalmers on the anchor. Rooney has switched to the third leg.
Well, some of those lads out there for the Great Britain team should be experienced at coming out into a final because they've done it quite a few times before. There's some quality athletes out there on the track in this men's 4x400, and Great Britain has 4 athletes that are going to be worth watching. So we see the Japanese team. Didn't they do a great effort to qualify by winning their heat? We see Walsh running the first leg. He was born in Kingston in Jamaica. He's the son of a reggae drummer, Emmanuel Walsh, who married a Japanese woman and moved to Japan when Walsh was just a toddler.
And he ran an excellent lead leg in the heats. But the competition goes up another notch as we go into a final. The rest of that combination, that quartet after Walsh, is Sato, the 20-year-old Kitadani, and Wakabayashi, who's in really good form, arriving here on the home track this week.
And we see Fred Curley, who's coached by Aline Francic, who's the Grenadian 400-metre fourth at the Olympics in 04. You know, 18 different men have gone under 44 second, of which Fred's one of them, and the Track and Field News said that he's the tallest and the heaviest. He is a big man, and he is a very, very fast athlete.
Tell you what do you see when you look into those eyes? My goodness.
Well, the Trinidad and Tobago athletes, they've got steely resolve, don't they? They've got 4 athletes that are genuine stars in individual events. I'm going to be interested to see how these athletes go early in the season, because they're athletes that we'll be looking at in the individual events to medal at the World Championships later.
Martin Rooney brings so much experience. He'll go on the third leg from behind those sunshades. 10 major championship medals for the 32-year-old. South Africa on the outside in lane 9 in this 4x400 meters relay final. Cardio Isaacs, there's Dylan Bourlet, the lead-off man for Belgium. Nathan Strother, the 2019 World Indoor Champion, on the lead leg for the United States. Japan, who won Heat 2. And the Asian Championship winners with Walsh on the lead leg. Demish Gay for Jamaica, returning to the World Relays. Dion Lendori for Trinidad and Tobago, the world champions. Bronzes at the last 2 World Indoors for him. Australia with Alex Beck on the lead leg. And Rabah Youssef for Great Britain, who will be on the inside. Silver medalist at the Europeans. Britain in lane 2.
On your mark.
This is a moment that will bring the Japanese support to their feet. Their nation in lane 6. It's Britain in 2, Australia 3, Trinidad Tobago 4, Jamaica 5, Japan 6, USA in 7, Belgium in 8, South Africa 9. The men's 4x400 meters relay final in Yokohama. And off they go. Lendore will set the Trinidad and Tobago team off in lane 4 on the inside. Rabah Youssef for Great Britain, but already making a good start. The Japanese being roared along that back straight. Looking out for Demish Gay of Jamaica as well. And Nathan Strothers just paced himself in those opening stages. And Japan have gone out really, really strong with Walsh. Has he gone too hard, too soon? We'll have to wait and see. On the outside, Gardio Isaacs of South Africa, lane 9, will not really have too much idea. He glances up at the screen, but Strother, having held some back, has really produced the last 200 metres that has burst this field wide open, and the US are going to hand over with a pretty big advantage, although the Japanese have got the second leg with Kentaro Sato, and he's just moving up behind the US. And look at Trinidad and Tobago as well, with Jareen Richards now with a baton. They break on the back straight, and Trinidad have got the lead just from Jamaica and the US.
And Richards has amazing 200-metre speed, and he used that then to get out of that change just as to make sure that he got out of trouble. But the USA athlete has gone in front of him and is looking very strong. But Richards ran a fantastic leg in the World Championships 4x4. He's known as a 200-metre runner, but runs a great split generally.
Fred Curley for the US. Didn't see himself behind for long. Akeem Bloomfield tiring, but he's run well for Jamaica. US handoff in first place. Jamaica second. The Japanese are fourth at the moment, and the crowd are trying to keep them in the conversation. Kitadani, the 20-year-old, has got it for them, but it's the United States with the lead. Michael Cherry, the world indoor silver medalist, he has the lead on that back straight. Trinidad and Tobago know that they've caught them before and they want to do so again. Jamaica with Rasheen McDonald in third place at the moment.
Well, Fred Curley was the quality athlete, and he blew this race apart. He really gave Cherry a good lead, and he's looking comfortable out there in front. There's a bit of tension in the second, fighting for that silver medal. They look tired.
European champion Belgians are down the field in fifth at the moment, but they do have Jonathan Zakor. But the US for the final leg, hand over in the lead. Dedawoa has the advantage. Jamaica second, Trinidad and Tobago third, the Japanese fourth, and Jonathan Zakor of Belgium in fifth place, the talented youngster and winner in Tampere last year. But at the front, it's Paul Dedawoa for the United States. They've always won the 4x400 meters relay in the men's event at these world relays, but can Cedeño haul him in? Jamaica up there as well with Nathan Allen, a relay silver medalist from Rio. But it's America who've got the advantage. Dedawoa in the home straight. Cedeño, I think, feeling more pressure from behind than in front, but he's finishing really strong. Can the Americans hold on? Dedawoa, but here come Trinidad, and it's going to be Trinidad, I think, who may have just done it on the line. What an incredible finish. Too close to call, but the US, whose women were deposed just minutes ago in the 4x4 win, they may have just been edged out again by world champion Trinidad and Tobago in the closest finish of the weekend so far, and they've got it in 3 minutes, 0.81 seconds. Cedeño with a finish for the ages.
Wowzers, they were completely out of it. I mean, you had to give it to the USA running down that back straight. They had such a big lead thanks to Fred Curley, who blew the race apart on that second leg with a 44 mid split. But Cedeño was just fantastic with a 44.41 split. Well, he may have struggled a little bit last year, but he has signalled that he is in shape this year, Cedeño. What a fantastic leg by him. I mean, these are world-class athletes, and he's just... that was phenomenal.
What a sensational finish. We thought we had some drama in the women's 4x400 meters, and look at the difference in the times. 3 minutes 0.81 to 3 minutes 0.84. The US, Dedawoa, just saw that lead disappear, probably inside the last 10 metres and even right up to the line. He could barely get that one foot in front of the other, and Cedeno had just smelt the chance and sensed the opportunity, and with an incredible last 60 metres or so, he took Trinidad and Tobago to another memorable victory on a world stage.
And what helped him was that he had Nathan Allen from Jamaica to help him bridge that gap in the early part where America was out on their own early. They looked like they were gone, but look at Cedeno. He just stayed beautifully relaxed, and in contrast, you can see with Dedoa, he was so tired and he tensed up. He would have seen the big screen and he was desperate for that lunge, but he just tripped over his own feet right at the end through that lactic tired bit of that you feel at the end of 400 metres. See him looking at the screen. He knows that Cedeno is coming. He would be able to feel him and sense him. And when you've got that baton in your hands, there's that extra pressure because you feel like you've got the weight of your 3 other teammates on your shoulders. Cedeno was a beautiful, beautiful form in that last 100 metres. And Allen's run a sensational leg as well for Jamaica to finish in the 3rd position.
And what about this, just to add to the drama, considering how that race finished? The United States team are handing back their flags because word is reaching us that they have been disqualified for a lane infringement way back earlier in the race.
Which will mean that Belgium will move up into that all-important 3rd position, which is nice for them because they're so used, if you look at their history of Belgium, and it's courtesy of the Bourlet brothers, a lot of the team, is that they've finished 4th and 5th in so many majors over the last 10 years. So to finish 3rd is very nice for them, but it's probably not the way that they'd want to do it.
Well, Trinidad and Tobago, of course, weren't to know what fate was to befall the Americans.
No.
And so Cedeno's run still goes down as one of the greats. He's produced one before, a key run in a World Championship, to bring back some 7 metres on that occasion. Well, this time he's produced a fantastic anchor leg to take gold, although ultimately the United States,
well,
it appears, were to be disqualified.
So in 2017, Cedeno ran that 3rd leg in that World Championship victory for them, and he was the athlete actually who took 7 metres off the USA team. So maybe that's what he likes. Maybe that's what he needs to go fast. He just needs a blue singlet out in front of him, and he'll chase it down. I think that the USA leading into the World Champs and the Americans are going to have nightmares about Cedeno now, because he is a great relay runner and he just knows how to chase those United States athletes down.
And do you know what? At the start of the home straight, with about 100 to go, I actually just was wondering whether it was more about Trinidad holding on to what they believed at the time was to be 2nd place, because Jamaica still looked pretty strong behind them. And, well, in fact, he had his eyes firmly on what was in front of him.
Well, Nathan Allen's, I mean, on that last leg, there were some great athletes, because Allen for Jamaica is a youngster coming through who's run superbly fast at NCAA level last year in that amazing race where we saw some super fast times behind the winner, Michael Norman, who broke 44 seconds, which is crazy fast. But that was a race that we're going to remember for a long time.
And let's confirm the final result in the men's 4x400 metres relay. Trinidad and Tobago taking victory, a world-leading time for 2019, ahead of Jamaica, who now have 2nd place. Belgium came in 3rd, and the United States disqualified